Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy, and in my channel I talk about plants and my life and journey with my plants. Today I'm going to make my top 10 Hoyas of the month video, the month of July 2021. Some of you know that I had just turned 39 last Saturday. Thank you guys for those of you who reached out to wish me happy birthday. I'm really grateful, and I had a really amazing birthday. I'm still in the process of editing my birthday vlog, so I think that's gonna be a while before I am able to upload that one. But yeah, this morning I woke up and we were just having breakfast, and Canada Post came super early to knock on my door. I had placed an order with an Etsy shop called Happy Planting in Canada, which I really love. I have I think a couple plants, maybe one plant from her in today's video to show you guys too. Anyways, I placed an order with her for some Hoyas for myself, and when I opened the box, there was an extra Hoya there, and when I asked her, because I was afraid that maybe she had misplaced it and her other customer may have missed a plant, she told me that my friend Maya from, I think her Instagram account's called Prairie Podanco, had bought a Hoya for me and asked her to add to my order and send to me for my birthday. And it just really like, I don't know, like I just feel so grateful. And I was like brushing my teeth, just thinking about how much love I have around me, and just the people are just so amazing. And I kind of feel like part of me just feel undeserving of all this like goodness and like kindness that I receive from the people around me. And yeah, I feel like right now I'm just like in this headspace of feeling so loved and so adored by the universe, and really wanting to remind myself, like, keep that with me always. Yeah, so that's why, even though I seem a little bit maybe like solemn or low in my energy, it's just kind of because I was just feeling so moved, and I'm just kind of, yeah, in that headspace. I had to take this intro like 3 times. It doesn't ever happen. I usually just talk and film, but I was in such a headspace that I had to, this is the 3rd time I'm saying hello to you guys for this video. Anyways, that's where I'm at. Just super grateful, and thank you guys so much for being there for me. Yeah, I really appreciate this community, and those of you who take time to leave a comment and reach out and connect with me. The connection really makes a difference. Just kind of broadens expands my whole being. Yeah, anyway, so today let's look at my top 10 favorite Hoyas of the month. I actually had other Hoyas that I would really like to show you guys as well, that I really love, but because you haven't seen it and I kind of want to do a plant haul, so I'm just going to show you the ones that I really adore that's already in my collection. Anyways, so let's just get going. The first one I want to show you is actually this one. Actually, you guys haven't seen. It's from Tropical Life Supply. I don't know if some of you may remember, I had received some imports from them, and in that big box of like imported Hoyas, one was missing, and I had originally planned on purchasing more Hoyas from them, so they would be sending this one to me with my other Hoyas, but I haven't found any that I really adore yet. So anyway, so one day they just sent me a tracking info and shipped this one out for me. They cover the shipping as well, and this is the Welliniana round leaf. I think this leaf is starting to tan a little bit under the grow light. I don't mind if they don't have that super red tan that they are able to get. I really kind of love this muted, like fuzzy green look. Yeah, and when I first opened the box, this plant had 2 new leaves, but it quickly dropped because, you know, like new leaves don't really handle transit very well. But within a really short time, it's put out a vine and a couple new leaves that's on the way. I hope they grow out. I think so. It's just been really easy, and I really love it. It's really beautiful, and the texture is different. So yeah, this is the first one. Super cool and exciting new leaves. Okay, I'll put the ones that I've done this way. The second one I want to show you guys is also a new Hoya. This is from a tray that I did with my friend Daffy. Anyway, so we were able to do a tray. She's been looking for a Wilbur graves, and I've been wanting this China Wilbur grave that she has. So we traded cuttings. But the cutting that I gave her is not nearly as splashy as the cutting that she took from me, because yeah, that's just how it worked out. But yeah, but I feel like I got the better end of the deal. This is the ID is China Wilbur graves. I don't know if that's like the accurate ID, but it does. In picture, it kind of looks a little bit like my splashy pubic calyx, but in real life, it does look a lot like my Wilbur graves, Russian Wilbur graves, just that the leaf shape is a little bit more elongated, but the splashes are just so gorgeous. I don't know if it's rooted yet. When she first brought it to me, maybe a couple weeks ago, it still didn't have any roots, but anyways, so the leaves are really firm, so it's a good sign. Super gorgeous. So the next Hoya I want to show you is my Hoya sigillatus. This is just a forever favorite of mine, and you can see why. The leaves are so gorgeous. Can you see the splashes clearly? And then finally it has bloomed for me. Let's see if I can get the flower to focus. Look at that. It's at the end of its blooming, I think. I'm really happy to see this one this morning, because I didn't get to see the petal. It was just kind of like a round ball. Maybe this morning finally I got to see the petal being unfolded, and it's just such a beautiful flower. One more time. There you go. I think maybe I'm going a little bit too slowly. Let's speed it up. And the next one I want to show you, I feel like I keep showing you guys this one, but I just adore it so much, and I have to like be honest that this is still on my top 10 list. And this is the Hoya Panchoy. Look at that, the like beautiful red rim, and then look at how round the new leaves are. Isn't that so cute? And just like the gradation and all the variation of colors as like the leaves are being in, you know, different levels of maturity. It's just so cool. And for the first time, it's working on a peduncle. Yeah, I really hope it blooms. I've never seen its flower. It's always really exciting to, and there's another peduncle here. It's always exciting to like get to know your plant, like what their bloom looks like. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this one. So cute, and it has just been growing so well. There you go. Panchoy. Oh, I just love these leaves. Too precious. All right, speaking of precious leaves, I want to show you guys this one. This one, oh, like maybe a year ago, I did a care video of this plant, and then it just kind of like went downhill for me. Maybe I should delete that video. But no, the care tips that I gave was valid because I went back to doing those things and it finally bounced back. So this is my Hoya serpens. Let me just, I hang this little orchid here because they are in the same like humidity dome. Yeah, this one has been struggling for me. I could not get it to grow. So I was trying different things. It was in sphagnum moss. It was in the grow tent, but it was just getting maybe too much light. I think, and I later found out that this is a Hoya that doesn't really like too high of temperature. So for the substrate, I changed it back to like a really airy soil mix with like a little bit of soil with lots of cocoa husk chips. And then I put it back under the dome, just like on the plant shelf outside of a grow tent. So the temperature shouldn't be too warm. And within a really short time, it started working on this vine. And as you can see, it's got like a tiny little peduncle. I don't know if you can see actually on the top. I mean, like right here. I've never gotten it to flower, but it's always nice to see. And then I thought maybe that would be the only new growth, but actually there's just like multiple like new leaves here. You can see there's some over here. And then there's new leaf here and here. So finally, it's really like exploding with new growth. I'm so excited. I gave Tony like a few cuttings, and he has grown his serpens into like 3 pots of the same size as this one, and this is the mother plant. So yeah, I'm really just like hang my head down in shame. But I'm glad that it's finally bouncing back. And also the color of the leaves has gotten much darker again, which I really love. It was getting like really yellow and washed out. Yeah, so finally, I love it. It's just so cute. Hopefully it'll just keep thriving and growing into a bigger and bigger plant. But I don't think I will like dare take it out of the humidity dome. I'll just have to really like maintain the high humidity for this one. The next one I want to show you is also one that was really not doing well for me. When I first got it, it was like a pretty full plant, and then it just kept dropping leaves, and it was a limb. The leaves were yellow. I don't think it liked the sphagnum moss, or neither did it like the grow tent. Anyway, so I switched it into cocoa husk chips too, like purely cocoa husk chips and no soil at all. And it's in like room temperature on the shelf, and it's finally been like recuperating, and it's thrown out a few new leaves. So this is the Hoya New Molarities. I don't know. But the new leaves are so precious. Oh, look at that. This is a new leaf too. And we got a couple new ones that's on the way. Like this one and this one are pretty new. And honestly, I thought that even if it recuperates, the older leaves that were looking yellow and like ugly were not gonna look nice again. But once it's bounced back, the coloration kind of came back to the nice green instead of the yellowish hue that it has. So this one has really made a really big comeback, and this pair of new leaves too are new leaves too. So yeah, I'm really happy about this one, and I look forward to it blooming. It has a reputation of having really, really beautiful, fragrant blooms. The next one I want to show you is the Hoya that I got from Happy Planting from Etsy. She's actually going to, I think, have her own website. Once she does, I will do like a small store launching for her, because I just love her Hoya so much. It's not sponsored. Anyway, so this Hoya I just got from her recently, and it has just been like growing really well. So I'm really enjoying it. This is the Hoya La Canosa, and on the ID she sent me was brown splash. When she first sent it to me, it was like one strand, but it has been working on like new leaves. The top one is a new leaf. The splashes are just so pretty. I don't know if this plant is capable of having like different colors. I'm just excited to experiment with it, and like I would like a bigger pot of this. So eventually, once it gets even bigger or having more like side branches, then I will take and propagate to make a fuller plant. But isn't that just absolutely stunning? Yes, it is. There you go. Next one I want to show you guys. I just posted this on my Instagram because I just love, it's just so beautiful. This one is my Hoya CV Joy. I think I showed you guys maybe this very recently. It could be on my previous top 10 Hoya list. But it is just, the leaves are so supple, the way that it curves like that. And these two new leaves make it like such a much like a fuller plant. It's not just like bushy on the bottom now. And yeah, I just think it's so incredible. And even though it's like not very green because it's super tan from the grow light, the tan is kind of interesting. It's like in the middle. This one and this one, you can see like it's kind of coral in the middle. And I've mentioned this before, when I first got this plant, it was just a new import. The whole, like every leaf was coral, and I think most of them drop except for like a couple. So, and it took a really, really long time for it to reroot, recuperate, and start growing again. And I just think that I'm just so happy with it, and I'm so glad I stuck with it. There were a few times when I just didn't think that it was going to turn into anything, but it is so, so pretty. And there's like a little new leaf that it's working on, hidden in right here. Can you see amidst all the mess of the aerial roots? That's one of the problems I get from like growing in the grow tent, is just the insane amount of like aerial roots. And I feel bad. I know that they want to grab onto something to climb, but that's just not what I could provide them. In my home board, yeah, so pretty. All right, we have just two left. The next one I want to show you, I actually just recently shown you guys this one too, but what can I do? It's just my favorite at the moment. Hoya Welliniana. I have now, I think, including like 2 cuttings that were gifts from my brother and my friend, I now have maybe 4, and a cutting that I traded with, I have 4 Welliniana now, and they all look different. So this plant really confuses me, but this one is so pretty. I love the silver flecks on those leaves, the abs, the colors, and so it's like a nice bonus that it's growing. Yeah, I don't know about you guys. I feel like sometimes I see people and their Hoyas just grow so well, but my Hoya, like, it takes a long time to get a new leaf. Like, they go through a growth spurt, maybe they'll produce a few new leaves in a short span of time, and then they just don't do anything for a long time. So like, I am always super appreciative when they are working on new leaves. So there you go. Gorgeous, gorgeous plant. The next Hoya I want to show you, I actually been meaning to show you guys this one, but I keep forgetting because I have Hoyas like all over the place. And when I try to come up with my list, I take my notebook and I walk around, and sometimes I just miss this one. But I've been meaning to show you guys this because it has been just doing pretty well and it's gorgeous. This was the Hoya that was from the Tropical Life Supply, like import plants. And when it was first at my home, it had no roots. And I was really scared of this plant because I had killed one once before, but it has since then put out, is it 1 or 2 new leaves since it's rooted, and it's just so gorgeous. This is my Hoya Angelara. I think it's gotta be one of the most beautiful Hoyas out there. It's just like, the leaf shape is so odd, and the silver is so beautiful, and the way it tans in such a pink color, like the pink hue, it's kind of hard to see, but it's just like throughout all the silver flecks. And this leaf has stayed red ever since it's grown out, and it's been a mature leaf for, I would say, about a month now. Just so gorgeous. Yeah. So I have this plant also in that airy soil mixture, soil with like perlite, cocoa husk chunks. I don't know why I have the sphagnum moss on top. Maybe it was just when I replanted it, I just kept it. But yeah, so beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, that was 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. Okay, this is the Hoya Bella, which I have shown you guys before. It may even have been on my list last time too, but the reason why I want to show you guys her today is because of her bloom. It is so beautiful and so elegant, and it's the scent is really gorgeous too. It's such a pleasure to see this one bloom. And I've mentioned before to you guys that I've had this bloom before for like a couple times, and both times it was a really short bloom span of time. And I heard from other people that they can bloom for usually like 2 weeks. And this one right now has been on for a week now, so I'm really happy. I don't think the plant is super happy with me. I moved it out of the grow tent because I read that Bella is actually doesn't like it so hot, and it was getting a little bit bleached out, but I don't know. It hasn't seemed super happy outside of the grow tent either, although the coloration is coming back to a more green look. There you go, guys. That's my top 10 Hoyas of July. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed those Hoyas. I really love them. I will see you guys soon again. Bye.